Welcome to the German Gills show as Gillingham head up to Leyton Orient to play them on a Tuesday night at Brisbane Road. It's the second time Gills have played top of the table in a couple of weeks, so it's going to be a tough fixture against a high-flying Leyton Orient currently. Kick-off in the UK is at 7:45, but over in Germany it's 8:45, and I'm going to be your host, Reese, to take you through every step of the way of this German Gills light fixture today. Welcome to everyone watching and any Leyton Orient fans who are watching as well for our fixture this evening. If you'd like to follow our socials, you can do so by following the links on the right-hand side of the screen. If you would also like to support the channel, you could do so through Buy Me a Coffee. If you would like to join a growing League 1 and 2 Discord server, you can also do that with the link in the description. And if you would like to see something else to do, I do a podcast called Gaps of Knowledge. Link to everything is in the description. And as ever, we have Adam Wesgate on the line to give us his thoughts on today's game.
Well, thanks for having me back on, Reese. And tonight it's a bit of a bizarre situation for me. I've been twice to Orient. Once was an education of Gills throwing Leeds away with Ronnie Yepson and Matt Jarvis, so we're going back that far. 3-0 up, 15 minutes to go. Matt Jarvis has run them ragged, 3-all. A 14-year-old me was absolutely devastated. And the other time I went was the day that the kits didn't turn up and half the team got stuck in Kent. The Essex side were the ones that were put out. And we lost that comfortably 2 or 3-0, I do believe. So there's some revenge on the cards here. I know we've been many times before and after, but yes, I need that. But as far as today goes, a bit disheartening that Neil Harris says, we can't afford Kelman, suggesting that Orient have a much bigger budget than us, which I'd have guessed anyway, but not nice to have it confirmed. If we can get a draw here, I'd be very happy with that. Of course we want to win, but I think a draw would be a good result. So I'll catch up with you at half-time and we'll see if the kits are there for a start.
Let's head over to Brisbane Road for today's live match reaction. Los geht's, Gills! So we're about to get underway at Brisbane Road. Leyton Orient top of the table. It's going to be a tough one, I think. Very strong team. Lots of good resources to spend on their team as well. So it's going to be a tough ask for Gillingham, I think, this afternoon, but this evening. So let's see how it unfolds. Gills have depossessed Leyton Orient up at the pitch, and Green's running forward now. He's got a bit of space. O'Keefe from the right side. Gills got a chance here. It should have been a goal, really, or at least a better shot from O'Keefe. I don't understand what's happened there. He's just lost his footing, or he just hasn't got all of the ball there. Gills had a great opportunity. I think he's looking to pass it across to Lewis Walker in the centre of the park, but hasn't managed to do it. As we're watching now, Orient come down this right-hand side. If they score now, that'd be a sucker punch, and it goes all the way out for a throw-in on the left-hand side. My goodness me, Gills had a great opportunity there from the dispossessed in Leyton Orient in their own half, and Gills should have done a lot better there with O'Keefe. Still Leyton Orient 0, Gillingham 0, and at the moment, that's really the only thing to report, and that's anything that's really happened so far. It's a long ball at the top for Aimer, and Gills to get this down to create something here. It's gone to Walker. It's going to shoot from distance, and it's just gone over the bar. I say just gone over the bar, probably a couple of feet over the bar, but still, Gills looking more likely to score at the moment in this game. Have a couple of a chance to goal the last few minutes. Still 0-0. Orient coming forward on this centre now. It's a good ball through. That's a fantastic bit of work, and actually, with a little bit more composure, that could have easily been a shot on target for Orient, but that's the most meaningful attempt that they've had at this game so far on the 22nd minute, or 23rd minute now. Showing that they are capable of going forward and scoring some goals, and we have to be aware of that, the Gills defence. But it's still 0-0, Orient and Gillingham. Orient coming on the left-hand side. Really good work, really good passing to give themselves a little bit of space to get into the box. They're going to take a shot, and they've hit the side netting. Orient should do a lot better with that, but it's a pretty good, decent play by Orient actually down this left-hand side. A good little bit of fancy footwork to create some space to get this shot away in the end. So Orient really showing again why they're capable of being able to score goals. It's really good work here, and Elkan Baggott, I think, should be doing a little bit better to cover his man. And yeah, I wonder if Glenn Morris would have actually saved that if that was on target his near post. But luckily for Gills, it was just off target, and it's still Leyton Orient 0, Gillingham 0. And that is half-time. So at half-time, it's Leyton Orient 0, Gillingham 0, and on the line, as we can hear, it is Adam Wesgate.
Hello, thank you for having me back.
Yeah, absolutely. So 0-0, what do you reckon they make of the game so far, Adam?
Well, I'm standing outside of the Pizza Kitchen bar, and I'll tell you what, it's been a bloody good half of football. Gillingham have looked great. They made me forget that Leyton Orient were top of the table. And no, actually, I do think we've been really good. It's been much improved on Barrow.
And sort of moving forward to the second half, who do you think's more likely to score in the second period?
Well, it's a funny one because I've noticed Harris has got one less attacking player, Kashket it would be, and he's got 3 in midfield, which I think has worked well with Mackenzie, O'Keefe and Jeffries. I'm not that confident we're going to score maybe one, but I'm quite confident we can keep them out. So probably just about Gillingham, but I keep thinking that Orient are going to turn on the style at any point when you look at their position on the table. But so far, so good. And I think the shake-up he's made with Green and Walker has been good. Walker especially, like, Mandron's not been good for a while, and I thought Walker's looked better for a bit. Needed to adjust to English football, but I think he's doing all right. I'd like to see him have a run in the team.
And would you take a point at this moment, or do you really think we can push on and even try and get all 3?
I would have come over to Duisburg and sawn off your arm for a point before the match, so I'll stick to my guns.
Fair enough. We'll catch up at full time.
See you then.
So we're about to go underway for the second half. Let's see if Gills can keep this defence tight and actually try and push on and maybe get a winner. Who knows? But like Adam said at half time, I'll take a point. Orient coming down the centre now, trying to build an attack, and they're trying to find a way now. They're more down this right-hand side to split the Gills open, but they can't seem to get through at the moment, which is good for Gills, and they're defending pretty tight. Orient now coming over to the right-hand side, looking to get the ball into the box. He's got a bit Will Wright there, and he has done. Well, he's taken a dummy there. The ball's gone into the box. This looks pretty dangerous, and it's just gone over the bar from Orient. It was a poor header actually out by Aimer. I think it hit him by surprise, essentially, and went into the centre of the box. And Orient, if they get that on target, it'd be hard for Morris to try and save that. But it was a good bit of work from Orient to hit the ball in the box. It went to near post. It actually did hit the head of Aimer. What I'm talking about, hit his foot. Really whiffed off of him, went into the centre of the box, and Orient just couldn't get the header on target. Still 0-0 in the first attack of this second half. Orient coming on the left-hand side. What a ball that is. It's a great attack from Orient. They take a shot, and it's gone in the back of the net. Really good work by Orient, actually. And Gills were just cut open. And a really simple pass, essentially, that did it. And Orient have gone 1-0 up early in this second half. And I have to say, with all of the work that Gills done in the first half, it's a bit of a disappointment because Gills are pretty much carved open with an easy pass. But it was a really good finish, and it shows the confidence that Orient have. I can only picture if Gillingham were in the same situation, I don't think we would have put that in the back of the net. It would have been a really poor effort. But instead, Orient have gone straight into the box, created a bit of space for themselves, and Morris has beat his near post as well. It's not great for the Gills, and now we've got a bit of an uphill climb to try and get back into this game. As it currently stands, it's Leyton Orient 1, Gillingham 0. Gills coming forward here. Walker's got a lot of space. He's got Mackenzie there as well. He needs to create something himself, and he takes a shot, and it just goes past the left-hand post. And I'll put it in the highlight reel because it's the first chance that Gills have had this half so far. So Gills has got a throw on this left-hand side of Mackenzie. Can we actually get something, get a shot on target? It's gone into the box. It's headed out by Orient. It's going to be collected by Jeffries, who got it straight over to the right-hand side to Wright, who takes a shot from distance. A good save. And Baggott finish it here. Oh, Baggott should be doing a lot better there. He's scored 2 goals in the last two games. Unfortunately, both have been with his head. That fell to his left foot, and he skewed that wide. But what a shot that was by Wright initially to get the attack going. Right from about 35 yards. Good shot. Keeper should be doing better, if I'm totally honest, and Baggott should be doing a lot better. But let's give him a little bit credit here. He is a defender after all, not known for his shooting, but he has got a good head on him. Unfortunately for him, didn't go on his head. Could have been 3 goals in a row for him. Unfortunately, it wasn't, and it's still 1-0. It was a Leyton Orient. Orient coming down this right-hand side. Law's been beaten heavily there, and Baggott's just got something on it, and it's gone in the back of the net. Again, it's really poor defending by Gills. Law should not be beaten there. Orient have got a little bit of pace coming down the right, and they're utilising it excellently. And the ball goes in the box. Baggott's just lost his footing, couldn't get the connection he needed to clear the ball, and it's just an open net pretty much for Leyton Orient to double their advantage, which they do so really comfortably. Gills were unlucky earlier not to maybe get a goal, but unfortunately, the way we've been playing at the moment at the back of the second half has not been good, and Orient have been carving us open down this left and right hand side. Law's made a mistake and let him through, put the ball into the box. Baggott couldn't clear it. Really easy, back of the net. And Orient, I think now, are deserving of their 2-goal lead. Law just, gave up essentially there. Baggott should be doing better, and Morris has got no chance to save that. And Orient are now going to run away with this, being 2-0 up. I don't see Gills getting back into this whatsoever, but it's good work from Orient to be 2-0 up, and it looks like they're going to walk away with 3 points. And that is full time, and we go over to Adam Wesgate, who's going to close the show for us.
Well, what to say other than it ended obviously 2-0. I mentioned at the half-time. If Orient turned on the style, then I'd fear for us. And to be honest, the real Orient, I think, turned up in the second half. I think Gillingham put the work rate in. I think Gillingham did what they could, but I think we saw why Orient are top of the table at the moment, or at least somewhere. I mean, they are top of the table, but I think we saw why they'll end up somewhere near there. Gillingham weren't that bad, and when you accept that Gillingham are probably going to be a mid-table team this year, I'm hoping not lower, these results are going to happen, and they did what they could. Can't fault them, but obviously it's disappointing after in the first half I thought we were probably just about the better team. But 2-0, we move on. We get to the weekend, and then we've also got the Carabao Cup tie to look forward to, so let's get to Brentford and do them. And onwards and upwards to Saturday, Lords Gills.